What's wrong, man? We have a woman ran in the lobby, said she's been shot. She's laying on the floor and there's blood. Okay. Where are you? How old is she? She looks about 20.
Alright, this is the story of a superstar who went from singing in Texas dive bars to owning the global stage, only to have her light snuffed out by a fan who turned out to be a walking disaster. Y'all, let's get into the full scoop on Selena Quintanilla, the Queen of Tejano, with all the highs, lows, and downright gut-punching moments of her life and legacy. Selena Quintanilla was born on April 16, 1971, in Lake Jackson, Texas, a sleepy town where the biggest excitement is probably a Friday night football game. But Selena, she's a firecracker from the jump. At 3 years old, she's singing with a voice that makes you double-check her age. Her dad, Abraham Quintanilla, a former musician himself, hears gold and decides, we're building a band. By age 10, Selena's fronting Selena y los Dinos, a family outfit with her brother AB on bass, sister Suzette on drums, and Abraham as the manager with a plan. They're grinding hard, playing gigs at weddings, quinceañeras, and sketchy bars where the beer's warm and the crowd's rowdy. Selena's a kid, but she's already got stage presence that could steal your soul. Tejano music, think polka meets ranchera with a Texas twist, is their game, and Selena's the heart of it. Selena Quintanilla owned Tejano music, polka, ranchera, and Texas swagger, with her as the soul. By her teens, she's a star, rocking bustiers, jeans, and a voice that'll wreck you. At 15, she wins the 87 Tejano Music Award for Female Vocalist, keeping it 9 years. In 89, Capital EMI Latin signs her, and albums like Entre a mi Mundo, 1992, and Amor Prohibido, 1994, drop hits like Como la Flor and Beady Beady Bom Bom, making her a Latino hero in a lily-white industry. In 93, Liv scores a Grammy at 22, youngest Tejano ever. She's selling out shows, planning an English album to rival Mariah, and staying grounded. But Selena's not all glitz. She's grounded, family first, and secretly dating her band's guitarist, Chris Perez. Abraham's not thrilled. Nobody's good enough for his baby girl. But Selena and Chris elope in 1992, tying the knot in a quiet ceremony. They're crazy in love, and even Abraham comes around. Life's looking golden. Selena's not just a performer, she's a visionary. In 1994, she launches Selena Etc. Boutiques in Corpus Christi and San Antonio, selling her signature bedazzled looks. Fans go wild, snapping up outfits to channel their idol's 90s glam. The boutiques are a hit, but they need someone to run the show. Enter Yolanda Saldívar, a 33-year-old former nurse and self-proclaimed Selena stan who's got more red flags than a Matador convention. Yolanda's obsessed. Her room's a Selena shrine with posters, photos, and videos on loop. She begs Abraham to let her start a Selena fan club in San Antonio, promising to boost the brand. The Quintanillas, impressed by her hustle, say yes. Big oof. Yolanda's soon president of the fan club, raking in dues, meant for charity, and schmoozing with Selena. She's so good at playing loyal that Selena hires her to manage the boutiques, giving her access to bank accounts, checks. Selena, barely in her 20s, trusts Yolanda like family, calling her a friend. Meanwhile, Yolanda's living her fantasy, telling boutique staff she wants to be Selena. Employees start whispering Yolanda's a nightmare, rude, controlling, and weirdly possessive. She isolates Selena from other staff, acting like her gatekeeper. One worker, Martin Gomez, Selena's fashion designer, quits after Yolanda sabotages his work and makes his life hell. He later says he feared for his safety. That's not dedication, that's unhinged. By late 1994, the boutiques are crumbling. Bills go unpaid, supplies vanish, and employees are either fired by Yolanda or quit in disgust. The fan club's a mess too. Members aren't getting their promised merch, and angry calls flood in. Abraham, who's got a nose for trouble, starts digging. In January 1995, he uncovers the bombshell. Yolanda's embezzled over $60,000 using forged checks from the fan club and boutiques. That's not a whoopsie, that's buy a beach house money. Selena's devastated. She trusted Yolanda, and this is how she's repaid. The Quintanillas decide it's time to cut her loose. On March 9, 1995, Selena, Abraham, and Suzette confront Yolanda at a meeting. They demand the missing money and an explanation. Yolanda's got nothing but excuses, so Selena fires her from the boutiques and pulls her from the bank accounts. months. But Selena, ever the softie, agrees to let Yolanda handle some business in Mexico while they transition her out. Mistake number 2, Yolanda's not going quietly, she's scheming. On March 11th, she buys a .38 caliber revolver, claiming it's for protection from a patient's relative. She's not even nursing anymore. Big lie. 2 days later, she has her lawyer draft a resignation letter to make it look like she's quitting, not getting canned. Classic manipulator move. Yolanda starts playing desperate. She calls Selena repeatedly, begging for meetings. On March 13th, she tries to meet Selena at a hotel, but Selena's in Miami. On March 14th, Yolanda lures Selena to a parking lot 25 miles from Corpus Christi, saying she's got urgent documents. Selena, still hoping to recover the stolen records, shows up and tells Yolanda she can stay on in Mexico for now, but the clock's ticking. On March 27th, Yolanda asks Selena to meet her alone at a motel. Fans spot Selena, and the place gets swarmed, foiling whatever Yolanda had planned. On March 30th, Yolanda pulls a wild card. She claims she was raped on a Mexico business trip and begs Selena to visit her at the Days Inn motel. Selena arrives with Chris, and Yolanda's story falls apart. No evidence of an assault. The next day, March 31st, Yolanda calls again, saying she needs Selena to bring her to the hospital. Selena takes her, but doctors find no injuries. It's all a setup. Back at the motel that morning, Selena's done playing nice. She's set to record at Q Productions, but first, she confronts Yolanda one last time. Around 11:48 a.m., they argue in Yolanda's room. Selena lays it out. Yolanda's fired. Trust is broken. It's over. Yolanda, who's been plotting for weeks, pulls out the .38 as Selena turns to leave. And boom! Yolanda shoots her in the right shoulder, severing an artery. Selena, bleeding heavily, runs over 400 feet to the motel lobby, screaming for help. She collapses but manages to tell staff Yolanda shot her and give the room number, 158. Paramedics rush Selena to Corpus Christi Memorial Hospital, but the damage is catastrophic. At 1:05 p.m., after 50 minutes of desperate efforts, Selena is pronounced dead from blood loss and cardiac arrest. She's 23. The bullet missed her heart by a millimeter, but the artery hit was fatal. Yolanda flees to her pickup truck, parks near the motel, and holds the gun to her head in a 9-hour standoff with police. She's sobbing, claiming she killed her best friend and didn't mean to. Sure, January cops finally talk her down, and she's arrested. The news spreads like wildfire, and fans are shattered. Selena's not just a singer, she's a cultural icon, a beacon for Mexican Americans, and her loss feels personal to millions. The trial in October 1995 is a circus, but the evidence is airtight. Witnesses confirm Selena named Yolanda as the shooter. The gun, Yolanda's purchase records, and her lack of remorse, she never called for help or tried to save Selena, point to premeditation. Yolanda's defense, she claims she was trying to shoot herself and the gun went off by accident. Girl, you're a trained nurse. You didn't even check on Selena as she bled out. The jury's not buying it. Yolanda's convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison with parole eligibility after 30 years, set for March 30th, 2025. The courtroom erupts, and Yolanda's still playing victim, whining about misunderstandings. Selena's funeral is a testament to her impact. Over 30,000 to 40,000 fans pass her casket in Corpus Christi, with memorials popping up nationwide. But the story doesn't end there, because Yolanda can't stop stirring the pot. In February 2024, she drops a documentary on Oxygen, Selena and Yolanda, the secrets between them, filmed from prison. She's still pushing the accidental shooting lie, claiming she and Selena had secrets that justify her actions. Her family tosses in never-before-seen documents and recordings, painting Yolanda as misunderstood. It's a blatant cash grab, and fans are livid. Selena's family, led by Abraham, slams it as lies, accusing Yolanda of exploiting Selena's name for clout before her parole hearing. Social media erupts, with hashtags like #Justice for Selena trending as fans vow to boycott. One ex-post sums it up: Yolanda's got no shame, trying to profit off Selena's murder. Disgusting. Yolanda's parole bid comes up on March 27th, 2025, and the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles shuts it down hard. They cite the violent nature of her crime and her danger to society. Next shot's not till March 2030, and good luck with that. The board gets flooded with over 5,000 letters from fans, plus a petition with 20,000 signatures begging to keep Yolanda locked up. Abraham says it best: she's an unbalanced, obsessed fan who stole from us and killed my daughter when she got caught. Yolanda's still in denial, telling interviewers she loves Selena and meant no harm. Sure, and I'm the next American Idol. Selena Quintanilla's story is a masterclass in dreaming big and a gut punch reminder to watch who you trust. She was a trailblazer who gave Latino kids someone to look up to, proving you could be unapologetically yourself and still conquer the world. Her music, her style, her heart, it's all timeless. Yolanda Saldívar, she's the cautionary tale, a manipulator who let obsession and greed destroy a star. The documentary drama and Parole fight show she's still trying to rewrite history, but the world's not buying it. Selena's legacy shines brighter than ever, while Yolanda's just a footnote nobody asked for. So raise a glass to Selena, listen to Beady Beady Bom Bom, rock some sparkly earrings, and remember the queen who made history. As for Yolanda, let her fade into obscurity where she belongs. Rest in power, Selena. You're still the GOAT.